Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Lou Cyphers. And today, we got a scary episode. This one is called The Grand Parade of Lifeless Packages. It's on The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, written by Peter Gabriel, played off by Genesis. This song is, like I said, it's a real scary one. This is the song that's going to kind of show you what they really plan to do with the human being. How they plan to turn you into a robot. And it may kind of sound far-fetched and crazy to some of you, but if you've seen my other videos, again, danger, no filter here. I'm here to lay it all out to you, and it's a scary story, but in order to get to the light, you must go through the darkness, because the darkness is what controls everything. And if you not face that darkness, the darkness will overtake us. Let's take a look at the song, The Grand Parade of Lifeless Packaging. This is where we are being distracted by everything materialistic. And the more monies we put into the system and stay distracted from what's happening, the sooner we get down to the factory floor.
It's the last great adventure left to mankind.
Sounds like the end. Bazinga.
Screams a drooping lady, offering her dream dolls at less than extortionate prices. And as the notes and coins are taken out, I'm taken in to the factory floor.
The factory floor is not a nice place, because you're going to see right here, the factory floor is real.
See how far we can push the matrix today. But essentially we've got this room full of people, and we just don't know how they got there, really. And it looks like white people. And it looks like they got these things going through their heads. And it looks like a bunch of them. And so the question is, are these clones? Are they storing bodies? I mean, this doesn't look like your average funeral home. It looks like a chicken farm, where the chickens are just like going through the factory floor.
For the grand parade of lifeless package are ready to use. The grand parade of lifeless package, I just need a fuse.
And the science is that blood, marrow, and organs equal eternal life for those that have control of the other lives.
It comes from people. Each unit is refined from approximately 100 human beings.
Now, the human being was on your planet a mere resource.
In order to change a human being into this.
Yes, blood, marrow, organs for the clone factory floor. Eternal life, both sides. Now you have been converted into a robot. And you know what robots can't do? They can't sin.
Got purple stock in every shade. Crosses been doing well with trade. Stamped and dressed in our fatality. The demons out there. Personality with profit potential. Marked by a sign, I can recognize some of the production line. You'll buy a toy and labor bondage. Just wrinkled wrappers on human bandage. And parade of lifeless packaging all ready to use. It's a grand parade of lifeless packaging. We just need a fuse. The hall runs like clockwork. The hands mark
9 is definitely above my pay grade, but I do remember through all my delving into this rabbit hole, experiencing a Kabbalah episode where number 9 is the sheep, number 10 is God, and number 11 is above God. So they are trying to create number 11. That's why you always get brainwashed into thinking 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. So they are saying that they are creating 11. They are trying to overcome God. That's something I heard along the way. You can also interpret 9/11 to be part of this symbology. Number 9, calling on 11. Also, if John is number 9, God is number 10, and the New World Order Big Brother is number 11, you have a bunch of 9s calling on 11, and there will be no 10. Things to think about. A lot of things to think about. The pictures on the ceiling painting out our future, my God, they're all over the place. I went through Europe and I took about 5,000 pictures. These were at the Sistine Chapel. The Rebel and me took the pictures. Traveled to the top of the Vatican, which is where you'll see that picture that my buddy Sean took. An interesting thing that I noticed while traveling through Rome is that no matter where I walked into, they had the logo of Rome. But the logo of Rome has a very similar resemblance to the mouth of a snake. And their bridge, the Cobra Bridge, is basically a snake that you drive through the mouth of. Seems something is looking for our future to be walking into the mouth of a snake. The Vatican is built like a snake. The Pope has his masses, his rituals inside the head of the snake. There is no denying this. So when the Pope is saying his masses and doing his prayers for you to sacrifice your blood to him, it's inside the mouth of the snake.
Recall that the mouth part of the Paul VI Audience Hall is located in Vatican City, and the rest of the building is in Rome, Italy. And remember, Vatican City is a city-state or a country or city-country. It's the smallest country by, I believe, population and size. So this Paul VI Audience Hall, it was designed by Italian architect Pier Luigi Nervi and completed in 1971. And the audience hall looks like a giant snake head from both inside and outside. So here's the outside, there's the mouth, and remember, only the mouth part is in Vatican City. So this is in Vatican City, and this is in Rome, right here.
The snake bite. And inside the mouth of the snake is this sculpture called the Resurrection, where you see so much symbolism within here. He is risen, and you see his head is half Jesus, half snake. Now, for those of you who doubt that there is a conspiracy going on and how long this conspiracy has been going on, I just point to this picture. What's up with that, guys? Now, I certainly have an opinion. In my opinion, is that you cannot be all seen and all good, but you can be all bad and pretend you're good. And there's no way you can sell an evil plan without a bill of goods. Now let's look at these bill of goods. Now don't be mad at me. I didn't form the light and create the darkness. I didn't make the peace and create the evil. The Lord did all these things. Isaiah 45:7. Now let's think about how he's going to be able to make you a sinless human. If you are turned into a humanoid who will live by the rules of the master of this technology, you will most certainly not be able to sin. There it is again, guys, the factory floor. Now this can be used for many things. They can be building robots that can go door to door just to check and see if you've been vaccinated. They can use these robots to go out there and start to create civil war. Careful who you engage with. You will not know what you are dealing with. Things are getting very, very serious, and technology is going to be used against every single one of us. And yes, the all-seeing eye and the Illuminati are alive and well at the Vatican.
I see no sign of free will, so I guess I have to pay my way.
Sees no sign of free will, so he must pave his way. There you go, sheep. Everybody's sitting back, letting him impose its will. I guess if you've made it this far, you're pretty brave. I commend you, and I thank you for sticking around this far, and I hope you stick around just a couple minutes more. This way I'll have an opportunity to address a couple things that probably have come across with some of my videos, try to make things a little bit more clear on maybe where I stand with things, and if you're around this far, I would assume that you probably have a little desire to want to know that. So some people probably have seen me as an anti-Semite in the back in NYC as I compared Israel to the fires. I also compared America to the fires. So that's not the case. Now people can see me as Antichrist because I'm coming after the Vatican. So I'm a firm believer in one thing to get things to the right direction, and that is we all have to clean our own house. Now, I was raised Catholic and an altar boy, and you know what? I'm not one of the guys that has a bad story about the priests. So that's what I'm doing. I'm cleaning my house, trying to show everybody how to clean their house, and hopefully we clean our house. So yeah, I wound up at the Vatican. I went there. It's an evil fucking place. A lot of evil going on there. And if you look at the logistics of it, nobody gets to go inside and see what the fuck's going on in there. And if you follow the yellow brick road, you're looking for the supersonic scientist, if you're looking for Oz, if you're looking for control of this entity and where this entity is and where to go, they have no problem telling you. All roads lead to Rome. All you really do is you need to put the pressure on the Vatican. Vatican sitting on all that money while this world suffers the way it suffers. The Pope defending the swamp of D.C. 50 years of pedophilia for the war machine. The Pope is behind him. Are you kidding me? As an odds maker, I am saying that it is highly probable that the factory floor is in the depths of Vatican City. That's where it is. So the world needs to get some balls to stand up and go down into Vatican City and shine the light. Because that is where the dark side of Lucifer lives. This is the light side. Lou the Cipher.